The Earl of Rockford might have volunteered as an exact physical model for the fallen angel himself. He was tall, with a build that suggested a boxer rather than an aristocrat. Even though he was impeccably dressed in cream breeches, an elegant black coat, and an ivory cravat, the sheer muscled bulk of his physique strained against the prison of his fine clothing. His neck was thick and bullish, his jaw squared with a deep cleft in the chin. His skin was well tanned from heaven knew how many hours spent beneath the hot sun, and his pitch-black hair seemed to rebel against tidiness as much as hers. Its luxuriant waves resisted the constraints of pomade, and a curl fell before his eyes, which were the brightest green she'd ever glimpsed. He looked down at her, along a nose that would have been Grecian, were it not a bit crooked. Clearly, he'd had it broken and clumsily set before, perhaps more than once. His full lips hiked in what might have been a sneer for 1 second, then relaxed. "Are you Miss Devereux?" he growled. Caroline dug her nails into her palm. She must stay the course. She must be brave. "Indeed, Lord Rockford?" She gave a small curtsy. "A pleasure." He bent his head in a shallow bow. Neither of them spoke. The magnificent Earl continued to glare, and Caroline knew she must take control of the situation. "Would you like to sit?" She gestured to a chair. Rockford grunted and lowered himself into a seat. His whole body seemed tense, the air around him electric with energy. He did not want to be here, that was plain as day. "Would you like some tea?" Caroline paused, recalculating what was in their stores. Would you like some weak tea? We're rather low, I'm afraid." "No, tea, thank you." He continued to appraise her, his astonishing eyes narrowed. His gaze swept her from head to foot, and Caroline's whole body felt hot and rather fluttery. "I know why you've called upon me." Caroline kept her voice low and quiet. "I rather thought you would write first, since we haven't been formally introduced." "I wanted to catch you unawares." The Earl's squared jaw tensed. Caroline had thought the Earl of Rockford would be like the other men in London society, someone who played by every rule. She'd been wrong, it seemed. "Now that you're here," Caroline said, "we may have a frank discussion." "All right," Rockford smirked. "How old are you?" Well, she hadn't expected him to say that. "I beg your pardon?" Flummoxed, she said. "Well, how old are you?" 31. He didn't seem perturbed by her question or her agitation. "I just thought you couldn't be more than 25. "I'm not, and it's rude to ask a woman her age." There was a glint in the man's eyes, the tug of a grin at the corner of his voluptuous mouth. "You're a strange one to lecture anybody on rudeness, Miss Devereux." Her cheeks burned. "I simply want to understand your thinking." "I came tonight because I was curious about you. I wanted to know your age, what you looked like. After all," he sneered, "it's a rare young lady of the ton who blackmails an earl."